A massive day of Nations League football up ahead as we enter match number 2, part 3, with the likes of Belgium and England all in action. Of course, we have the repeat of the World Cup final as France take on Croatia. We'll take a little look at it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction show. Today we take a look at matchday number 2, part 3 out in the Nations League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Nations League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one Ruski. That's right, boys and girls. Yes, so we have some belting games to look forward to today, or on this match day, should I say, as the juggernauts, France and Croatia lock horns once again, and of course Belgium, England are in action, and of course we've got the big one, San Marino up against Liechtenstein. Of course, Liechtenstein getting the debut up and at them again today. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a minute. Of course, I want a big shout out to the Patreon gang, supporting the channel behind the scenes. Respect to them all for doing what they do, and keeping me keeping me focused about the end goal here, which is improving the content and improving the channel. If anyone else is out there and wants to join the VIP gang, there is a link down below in your description, so check that sucker out, patreon.com/Roverseas. But anyway, let's jump into the thick of things and take a little look at how I got on and how you guys got on with matchday number 1, part 3. All right, folks, let's get into it and take a little look, of course, at matchday number 1, part 3. These are the results and, of course, the predictions. So let's jump into the deep end, shall we? Of course, Iceland took on England, top of their group, or a big game in their group. Ended up as a 1-0 win for England. A bit of a squeaky bum time in the end as well for England, as they had a penalty, missed, something like that. But Sterling popped up with the winner from the penalty spot as well. 1-0 winners. I actually went with a 3-1 win myself. Not too shabby. Denmark got himself a bit of a pasting at home by Belgium, of course. The number 1 team in the world, I think. Number 1 country in the world in football. 2-0 winners in the end. I actually went with a 2-1 win, so not too bad off of that one as well. Portugal took on Croatia, and that was a 4-1 win for the current champions, of course, of the Nations League. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Portugal over the World Cup finalists, but it's Portugal that kick off their campaign with 3 points. Same group, Sweden took on France. It was a 1-0 win for the World Cup winners. 3-1 for me. I thought they would be a bit more dominant in that game, but just the 1 goal for France. Azerbaijan and Luxembourg ended up as a mystery. What is that then? What was the game between Azerbaijan against Luxembourg? That bad boy ended up as a 2-1 win in favour of Luxembourg. I actually went 2-1 the other way. So, yeah, not too great on that bad boy. Moving on, Cyprus, they took on Montenegro. It was a 2-0 win for Montenegro. I actually went with a 2-2 draw myself, so pretty poop there. Macedonia, they did beat Armenia 2-1 in the end. I actually went 0-0 on that. Estonia and Georgia, that ended up as a 1-0 win for Georgia. I got that one the right way anyway. 2-1 win for me. And, of course, big result for Gibraltar. 1-0 winners over San Marino. Indeed, actually went 1-1, so I got that one wrong. But remember the number, folks. Remember the number. I got myself a big fat hairy 5. Where does that put me in the leaderboard? We'll take a look at it in just a second. But of course, let's take a look at your guy, Predicaroonies. This is the criteria: 0 to 2, you're in the shit-face gang; 3 to 6, straight-face club; and 7+, you're in the top banana. Let's have a look at them in just 1 second. Before that, quick reminder of what the tables look like after match number 1 in these respective groups. In League A, Group 2, Belgium and England lead the way with 3 points out of 3. England, of course, clean sheet as well. So is Belgium. Iceland and Denmark have all to do. In League A, Group 3, it's Portugal and France leading the way at the moment. Sweden and Croatia need to get up and running as we head into match number 2 for these teams. League C, Group 1, Montenegro and Luxembourg open up their campaign. Luxembourg are not the whipping boys anymore, boys. Are not the whipping boys anymore. They look like they're turning the corner. It could be actually a nice little side, equal to the Azerbaijans, equal to the Cypruses, and equal to the Armenians of the world. So yeah, Luxembourg up and running with a win. Azerbaijan, Cyprus need to get themselves back into contention next time around. North Macedonia and Georgia again up and running in their groups, in their respective group. Armenia and Estonia need to all to do, and of course Gibraltar opened up their campaign with a win as well over San Marino. So that's the groups. Here come your picks. We're going to start with Aishan. Aishan, he did all right. Hansworth, not too shabby. Bianca Muller, well done to you. You did pretty well, and also you're a patron, so respect you. Yannick Buster, not too shabby. Tormund Nicholson also did okay. Robert Hollis, not too bad. Club Skills did absolute poop. Huwadar Shada MMS did absolute did all right. Akian Gulyanev with an edit. No edit. I'll take that back. Top banana for you, though. Blaziu did shite. Nathan Eva, respect to you, though. Welcome back into the game. Top banana for you. Antti Sillinen, not too shabby. Mohamed Amiki Lakazi also did okay. Mamura, well done to you for being a patron of
of course, and not too bad. Limitatayo, he did pretty good, and Ilmichadinosa Isa also not too shabby. A couple of bad boys in there. Next up, we have Luka Kujatovic. He did top banana. Well, fair play, fair play. Fernando Jose Garcia Garamund also did okay. We are QPR, not too bad. Serbian Predictor did bits. Shane O'Donnell, not too shabby as well. Meister Fighter did okay. Shepard, well done to you, sir. Well done for being a prediction, for being a patron. You did okay as well. Eugene Cow, well done to you as well for being a patron. Respect to the love and all that kind of. Not too bad for you. Gaming Charlie did top banana. Matt Gunner also did very well. But Victor Carvalho, not too shabby. Football Mapper also did well. Mike Gallagher did bits. Walsh Design did okay. Bossio Matter with an edit, not too shabby. And Slav and Celtic also did okay. Into the back end here now. Jonathan Liu, top banana. Well done. Fair play, fair play. So, Too Swaft, also fair play. Well done, well done. Costas K did okay. And Jan did all right. So that's the predictions taken care of. We're now heading into matchday number 1. Oh, in fact, before we jump into matchday number 2, part 3 or whatever, we're going to take a look at the cheeky wee leaderboard. That's what we're here for, folks. That's what we are here for. Here comes your matchday number 2.3 leaderboard. Who was the pick of the bunches here? Of course, you saw who got what in what category, but who got the best overall percentage for this matchday and matchday only. As we enter the top 10, Bianca Molnar's in there, Two Swafts in there, Yannick Bustler's in there, Nathan Heaves in the top 6, but it's Gaming Charlie with 89%. He is your leaderboard for matchday number 2.3. But if you want to go on the right hand side here, this is your overall leaderboard. As you can see, much more names in this chart, but Gaming Charlie also reigns supreme in this bad boy. He is actually the overall leaderboard as it stands, a 3% better prediction rate than Yannick Bustler, who's in second place. Walsh Designs it in third. I don't know where I am. I need to put my name in there, but I'll add up all mine once I get home, because we're still out on the road for the next few days. But yeah, not too bad indeed. Of course, we're still very early into the old Nations League here. So of course, I've got this back end of these ones, these next 3. Of course, the game's out in October, so be sure to stick around for those bad boys. But anyway, let's get into the next step now, and of course, it's match number 2, part 3. We're going to open up with a bit of a belter. Belgium up against Iceland. Let's take a closer look at this one then, shall we? Now, these two nations have played each other 11 times, and it's been 11 wins out of 11 for Belgium, including the last 3, which have been all, of course, going in favour of Belgium. Last time they played each other was in the Nations League, and it was in 2018. It was a 2-0 win for Belgium. Michi Batshuayi with a couple of goals, and Belgium, meanwhile, the last time they played in Iceland was a 3-0 win for Belgium. Eden Hazard and Romelu Lukaku on the score sheet. Bookmakers odds on this bad boy. What do we have? We have 14 to 5. No, we don't. Take all that back. 6 to 1 on for Belgium. 7 to 1 is your draw. 12 to 1 is your away win. Of course, you're going to go with the best team in the world, and that is, of course, Belgium. So I'm going to go with it. 3-0 winners. Belgium will keep up the heat in the top of the group. Next up, we have Denmark up against England, of course. This one, again, big implications of this one. Denmark at home. These two sides have played each other 19 times. Just 3 wins for Denmark, 12 for England, and 4 draws. The last 5 games, though, have been 2 wins for Denmark, 3 wins for England, and 0 draws. The last time played each other was a friendly back in 2014, and England came out on top. Daniel Sturridge with the one and only goal. However, the last time played in Denmark was also a victory for England, also a friendly back in 2011. Daniel Agar on the score sheet for Denmark, Darren Bent, goodness gracious me, and Ashley Young on the score sheet. However, turn the clock back to 2005, and it was a 4-1 win for Denmark in Denmark. Rommedahl, Thomasson, Graviard, Larsson on the score sheet for Denmark. Wayne Rooney, the one and only consolation for England back then. So yeah, let's take a close look at the records in Denmark. In fact, I can't do that. Let's take a look at the odds then. The bookies odds on this one: 14 to 5 for Denmark, 20 to 19 for England, and 5 to 2 is your draw. And on this one, it's tough. I'm leaning towards a draw, but I'm going to side with England here. 2-1 winners in the end. I just think they've got the bit between the teeth. They might not have been that dominant against Iceland, but Iceland are proven to be one of the bogey sides for England. They've beaten them before. They've ran them close a few times, including last round. But Denmark, difficult, but I think they'll get the better of them this time around. Next up, of course, is the repeat of the World Cup final. It's France up against Croatia. Now, these two sides have played each other 6 times, 4 wins and 2 draws, going in favour of France, of course. Nothing on the plate for Croatia. Last time they played each other was in the World Cup final, boys and girls. It was a 4-2 win for France. If we want to turn back the clocks, Mandzukic really big fat OG, Ivan Perisic, the leveller. Then it was Griezmann, Pogba, and Mbappe to give them a 4-1 lead before Marko Mandzukic put the ball in the right net this time around to make it a 4-2 win. That was in the World Cup final, but before that, it was a 0-0 draw in France in a friendly. And last time played in Croatia was a 2-2 draw. So yeah, we'll see about that one. The bookies will probably go with France on this as well. 7-4 on Red Hot favourites, 14 to 5 as draw. 5-1 for your away win. Of course, you're going to be a madman if you're going to go anything but a France victory. So I'm going to go quite comfortably 4-0 win for France to take control of this group. Still in the same group though, it is Sweden. And of course, the Nations League holders, Portugal. These two sides have played each other 18 times. 7 wins for Portugal, 5 wins for Sweden, and 6 draws. The last 6, those teams, 1 win for Sweden, 2 wins for Portugal, and 3 draws. The last time they played each other was in a friendly back in 2017. It was a 3-2 win for Sweden. That's right. Victor Claesson a couple of goals. Jorge Cancelio with the third big fat OG going in favour of Sweden. Cristiano Ronaldo and Andres Kvenkvist, the big fat OG as well for Portugal. However, you turn the clocks back a little bit further, back in 2013 in the World Cup, or at least World Cup qualifying in Sweden. It was a 3-2 win for Portugal. That's right, Ronaldo with a hat-trick, Zlatan with a couple of goals as well. So these two sides like scoring against each other, it looks like. And for me, this was tight. I can't really separate the two sides, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, which I think Portugal will be happy with. Sweden will be a little bit less enthusiastic about that result. Next up, we have Cyprus, of course. Difficult game for them up against Azerbaijan, a team they've never played before. But it's going to be an interesting one to try and get themselves back into contention. Both of these two sides coming into this on the back of defeats. Azerbaijan losing to Luxembourg, Cyprus losing to Montenegro. The bookies on this one, they go 11-10 for Cyprus, 11-5 is your draw, 13-5 is your away win, and that's probably where I'm leaning towards as well. I'm going to go with Cyprus with a 2-1 win to edge it over in Nicosia or wherever they play their football. Next up, we have Luxembourg and Montenegro, the nations that opened up their group with a win. Now, these two sides played each other just the one time, and that was a victory for Montenegro, and that goes all the way back to 2013. It was a friendly 4-1 winners, Montenegro in the end. Basia, Zurjevic, Jovanovic, and Kalkovic with Maurice Deville on the score sheet for Luxembourg. All the way back to 2013. Of course, Luxembourg opened up their campaign with an away win against Azerbaijan, whereas, of course, Montenegro also picking up an away win against Cyprus just the other day. Tight one, this one. The bookies go 14-5 for Luxembourg, 23-10 is your Stevens for your Montenegro on this one. I think I'm going with Montenegro, am I? Yes. Comfortable 2-0 win away from home for Montenegro to make it back-to-back wins. And again, command of the group. Next up, we have Georgia against North Macedonia. The country, that is, not the state. Anyway, these two sides have played each other no time. So this will be the first time that these two nations are going to lock horns. They come into it, of course, back both of them on winning trail. Of course, Georgia beating Estonia last time. North Macedonia beating Armenia 2-1 win just the other day as well. The bookies on this one, Georgia, Macedonia, 6-5 for Georgia, 21-10 is your draw, 12-5 is your away win on this one. Again, I find this one tough to call out in this group. When we get further down, it gets more of a risky business. I'm going to go with a draw here, 1-1 in the end, and I think North Macedonia will be happier at the two nations out of that one. Next up, we have Armenia up against Estonia. What do we got on this one? If my machine can wake up, yes, it can. Armenia against Estonia played each other 5 times, 1 win for Armenia, 2 wins for Estonia, and 2 draws. The last time they played each other was back in 2018 and was a friendly, and guess what? It was a 0-0 draw. The last time they played each other in Estonia was a 1-0 win. 2009 in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Sander Puri on the score sheet for Estonia. Bookmakers odds on this son of a gun. What you got for me? You got 5-4 on for Armenia, 12-5 is your, 15-4 is your away win for Estonia. I think I've gone Armenia. I have. I've gone with a cheeky 1-0 win for Armenia to smash take up the 3 points and get himself back into the group. And wrapping it up, it's the belter. It's the mouth-watering class. San Marino up against Liechtenstein, of course. Now, these two sides have played each other an impressive 4 times. 1 win for San Marino and 2 wins for Liechtenstein, 1 draw. This is, in fact, I believe, according to my knowledge, San Marino's the only team that San Marino have beaten, according to my knowledge. Anyway, they played each other 4 times. Liechtenstein winning last round in Liechtenstein. It was a friendly back in 2015. The last time played in San Marino was also a win for Liechtenstein. So it's back-to-back wins for them. San Marino's 1-0 victory coming back in 2004 with Andy Selva on the score sheet. The bookmakers, what do they go with this on this crazy one? They probably don't give any odds on this one because it's butchers, bakers, candlestick makers locking horns against funeral directors, market stall men, and ballet dancers. So it's that's what it is, folks, on this bad boy. Tough one to call. I'm going to go with a cheeky 0-0 draw. I can't separate it to the sides. Can you?
Well, that's all I've got for you today, folks. Unfortunately, that is it. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please give the video some love and smash the old thumbs up. But of course, smash the old subscribe button. Keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Nations League related, World Football related. We're going to all here under one roof. If you want to support the channel in another way, there is, of course, you can check me out on patreon.com/Roverseas and also follow me on Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of good stuff. Of course, this it brings an end to the Nations League for this period. We'll be back again in October to take a look back at these Matchday 2 predictions, of course. So be sure to get your predictions in nice and early for this bad boy. And hopefully your nation does pretty well for yourselves and hopefully looking good moving forward. Anyway, that's it. After these games, we'll be back to normality. And of course, we've got the brand new season domestically across Europe, all to look forward to. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. But until then, I'll see you all on the other side. And make sure you're safe out there. Until then, ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.